Are you ready for some tea? Some wedding tea? Well, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Desiree here, and do I have a story for you? Allow me to sit this down. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started and call this wedding tea episode Mama Don't Play. Let me say that again. Mama Don't Play. Yeah, I think you're gonna like this one. So allow me to give you a little background regarding this couple. This is a more mature couple. Mature meaning 40 plus. And this is the first marriage for both of them. Now, this is the first marriage also within the bride's family. The bride has a sister who is not married. So this is the first wedding ceremony that's going to be taking place in this family. And the mom is so very excited. And I love the bride for inviting her mom to be a part of the wedding planning process since she hasn't experienced this before. And like I said, mom is very, very excited, but I welcome her. And I expected her pretty much at all of our meetings because this is what was told to me by the couple. Now, although mom was a part of the planning process, the contract that was signed was between me and the couple. All right, the DE team and the couple. Yes, mom could be at all the meetings, all of those things, but when it came to making decisions, I had to lean on the couple since they're the ones who are the financial contributors as well are the ones who signed the contract. So remember that. So where did this wedding take place? Well, it took place at a gorgeous luxury hotel in downtown Chicago. Actually, one of my favorite. And this couple decided to have a brunch ceremony and reception. So their ceremony started about 10 a.m. and their day was going to conclude about 3, which for a wedding planner is real nice, meaning I could have my Saturday night free. Okay, get what I'm saying? This couple hired DE for planning, styling, as well as wedding management. So we're going to plan their wedding. We're also going to design and style their wedding, as well as be there on that day for their 150 plus guests. So, like most of my stories start out, I didn't think we were going to have a problem, okay? Now, I know this bride was very, very opinionated, but I'm kind of used to that, especially when you're spending big bucks on a wedding. I can understand you got some things to say and you want things to go in a particular way, all right? So no problem there. So we get to the part of when I share my lookbook with the couple. And when I speak about lookbook, I'm talking about my styling guide, in which for the couples who pay for this service, we break down the look from attire, bouquets, ceremony decor, reception decor, stationery, cake, all of those things that you would be paying a vendor for. We're going to create a lookbook, giving you suggestions on what that day should look like based on the questionnaire that you filled out. So it's the day in which the couple is going to come to the office and I'm going to share the lookbook with them. I'm really excited. This is actually one of the things that I truly, truly love doing within this business. Okay. So the bride and the mom arrive to my office. I greet them, offer them some coffee. I'm super excited to show them this lookbook because I pretty much think I got this thing spot on, all right? So we start going through the slides. They're saying yay or nay to whatever, smiling, they're happy. I'm making little notes, making little edits here because at the end of the day, I have to send them a final version along with a budget breakdown and vendor suggestions, all right? And so the bride is, we're coming to the end and the bride is very, very happy. And she's like, Desiree, guess what? I'm like, hey girl, what you got for me? She's like, I found my wedding gown. I'm like, okay, so show me a photo. So she pulls up a photo on her phone and this gown is blush pink, okay? It's beautiful. It's a ballroom gown with a sweetheart neckline and she is so thrilled about it. Has beautiful jewels on the bodice and the skirt is very full and flares out. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, okay? So the mom is sitting there and she's just nodding and doing a little smile. And I don't think anything about it. I move on. I let them know, hey, I'm going to give you this lookbook. In a couple weeks, I'll have the final version for you. And then we can start contacting those vendors so that you can get proposals. We can set up meetings, all of those types of things. Okay. They leave the office. I go on about my day. Heck, I go on about my week. I received a very thick envelope about 2 weeks later. A manila envelope. And the handwriting on the front of the envelope, I had no clue who this was from. I'm looking at the address. I still did not know who this was from. I could just tell that the handwriting was a little sketchy, like the person, might have been shaking while they were writing their name. I'll leave that right there. I opened the envelope up, and lo and behold, it is a packet from the mother of the bride. She hand wrote me a note saying, "Hey, Desiree, thank you so much for, meeting with us. We pretty much loved everything you had to say about the wedding, but I do not like my daughter's gown." Okay. She didn't like her daughter's gown. She proceeded within this packet to have pulled out of wedding magazines gowns that she wanted to see her daughter in, gowns that she felt would look better on her daughter based on her body size. Now listen, I won't say exactly what Mama was saying about her baby girl, but she didn't think this gown was gonna look like it should on her because she was a little heavier than the model on the photograph that they shared with me. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt uncomfortable with this information. She also included within the envelope some additional ideas regarding centerpieces and bouquets and those types of things. And I was like, okay, but the main thing Mama wanted me to do was to change her daughter's mind about that wedding gown. Actually, in her words, and I won't go into it verbatim, she insisted that I change her daughter's mind because I was the wedding planner and she expected me to do this. I'm like, well, I'll be damned. How you expect me to change her mind? This is her dream gown. This is a gown that she was blushing over, literally. She was blushing over in the office just a couple weeks ago. And you didn't say anything then. So now you want me to contact the bride and tell her that you don't like this gown and that you want her to be in a different gown? Or do you want me to contact her and say, I don't think she would look nice in this gown and she should pick something else? Either way, Mama wanted me to let her daughter know that she shouldn't wear this on her wedding day because Mama wasn't going to do it. Like I said, she insisted that I handle that. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I've never been put in this situation before, and I haven't, this actually hasn't happened to me since. I kind of toyed around with what the heck am I going to do? I need to acknowledge the fact that I received this information from the mother, and I do need to let the bride know something, that her mom is contacting me outside of our meetings. And how does she want to handle it, seeing as though they are the couple that signed the contract? So I called the bride. I was like, "Hey girl, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I received a packet of information from your mom. She has some suggestions, regarding the lookbook and some ideas that she would potentially like incorporated into the wedding look." And so the bride was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm familiar. She told me that she was going to mail you an envelope." So I'm like, "Whew, child, thank you. All right." I just realized though at that moment, she probably didn't share it with her that she didn't like the dress. So I said, "Well, hey, tell me what Mom shared with you." Okay. So she was like, "Yeah, she wanted this, she wanted certain florals for the bridal bouquet. And she talked about the centerpieces. They should be fuller and all these things." She did not once mention the wedding gown. And guess what? I didn't either. It's not my place to tell this woman she shouldn't wear this gown. This is Mama's daughter, okay? All right, this is her daughter getting married. She needs to say something to her. I was not about to be the planner who was going to break this woman's heart, especially since they're the ones signing my check. I told the daughter, the things that the mom had shared with me and regarding the different looks that she wanted to see. The daughter shared, her comments and her ideas with me, and we moved on with the planning process, all right? There were a couple more meetings after the fact, and Mom did show up. But I could tell that the energy Mom was now giving me was a slight bit different than what it had been at the earlier part of the planning process. So I'm guessing Mom was not too happy that Desiree did not tell her daughter not to wear that blush pink gown. All right. So we arrived to wedding day, all right? And I arrive at the hotel, you know, the gown is out, and it is the blush pink, beautiful gown that was in the photograph. And mom's in the room, sister's in the room, along with the bridesmaids, the photographers. Everybody seems to be nice, having a wonderful morning. They're enjoying themselves, doing what brides do with their wedding party on wedding day. All right, so I'll go check on the guys because I haven't said much to you all about the groom. Well, let me give you a little bit of history on him. I'll see you next week with the conclusion to this wedding tea story.